Hello everyone, welcome to InforLearning. Today we are diving into some exciting topics, that is installation and configuration of MS-SQL Server 2019 in detail and setting up the database for the InforLN 10.7 application. So this setup will be on premises, which means like I'm going to install the database in my local host or in my system itself. Okay. So before we dive into the details, I have an exciting announcement. Once we reach to 500 subscribers, I will share a comprehensive guide, and along with this guide, I'll share you a complete detailed installation and configuration of InforLN 10.7 application. Like I'll tell you how you can install that application, how you can connect like the LN application and your database, how you have to do the like configuration, and how you have to like install the dynamic form editor, how you can install and configure the specs. So all these things I'll going to explain only when we reach our milestone. So to help me to reach these milestones, please do subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and share this video with your friends or anyone who might benefit from this. And I have many more contents or many more exciting topics planned, and your support will help me to bring more valuable content to you. So please do subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and thank you for your support if you subscribe to my channel. And let's start today's class. So coming to today's agenda, first I'll just give you the uh, overview of MS-SQL Server. I'll just give you the overview of its features and benefits. Okay, then I'll tell you the system requirements. What are the minimum requirements to run this application on your local host or in your server, in your system. Okay, and then I'll tell you the installation processes step by step by guiding you through like from downloading the application from the browser. Okay, and then I'll tell you how you can configure this MS-SQL Server. Okay, like configuring is nothing but like you like setting up the server for your optimal use. Okay, and then configuring the setting like security settings and user data roles. Okay, I'll tell you that part also. And then we'll set up the database for InforLN 10.7. Like that is nothing but configuring the database settings specifically for InforLN 10.7 requirements. Okay, and then I'll tell you detailed steps to ensure that the database runs smoothly on your local host. That is nothing but on-premise setup. Okay, so let's start. Coming to this overview of MS-SQL Server. Here you may have a question like, what is mean by MS-SQL Server? Basically, it's a kind of a relational database management system that is developed by Microsoft. Again, you may have a question, what is mean by relational database management? Basically, the database management system is divided into two types, like relational database management system, non-relational database management system. So whatever the data that is stored in a organized way or in a structured way or in the form of tables, that is called relational database management system. And whatever the data that is stored in not in a structured way, that is called non-relational database. Okay, so I'll tell you this concept maybe in the future classes. Okay, so as of now, just think that the MS-SQL Server is a relational database management system that is developed by Microsoft. And in relational database management system, whatever the data that is going to store in the database, that will be stored in the form of tables. Okay, and this MS-SQL Server will be like suitable for both. Like if you are using this MS-SQL Server for small scale industries, then also it is suitable, and if you are using this for large scale user industries, then also it will be suitable. Okay, and coming to the key features, this it is a intelligent query processing. It has a intelligent query processing, data visualization, always on availability group. It has a better security enhancement, and it has a big data cluster. Okay, I'm just covering all this theoretical part quickly so that I wanted to spend more time on on the installation process. Okay, so let's go to the next. Here, coming to the system requirements, we have two. We have the hardware requirement and we have the software requirement. Coming to the hardware requirement, here to run this application, minimum we need a 1.4 gigahertz processor. Okay, coming to RAM or memory, minimum 2 GB RAM is required and 4 GB or more is recommended for better performance. And coming to the hard disk space, at least 6 GB needed. Okay, and coming to the software requirements, the operating system like Windows Server 2016 or 2019 or Windows 10, anything can be used. Okay, and .NET framework. Okay, I hope you got an understand. We'll go to next slide. Yeah. I tried my best to organize all this installation and configuration process like steps in a order way so that you can easily understand. Okay, if you want to take a screenshot you can take this. Okay, like first we'll start the download. Okay, first we'll download the installer. Okay, don't worry, I'll show you how to download and from where to download, and even I'll download that, then I'll run these application. Okay, after once we downloaded the application from the browser, we need to run that. Okay, after running that, we have to choose the installation type. Okay, basically the installation types may be three, like basic, and we have basically three called basic, custom, and downloaded media something. Okay, I'll explain in detail during that process. Okay, uh, we have to select one installation type and then we need to specify the path where we are installing, and then we have a installation center. After installation setup center, we in installing in this installation center, we are selecting a standalone application. Okay, and then we set up the support rules. Okay, after that we'll have a interface to enter the product key. If you are using the enterprise version, you need to enter the product key. As of now, I'm using the community free edition, so without entering the product key, I'll just go to the next slide. So here we need to accept the terms and conditions. Then coming to this feature selection, we need to select some features, instance features that are required to run the application. So that what are the features that are required, I'll tell you that. Okay, after feature selection, we'll have the instance configuration. In instance configuration, they'll be having two data, like default instance and named instance. We need to select the name instance and we need to give the name instance. Okay, and then when we have a server configuration, this server configuration is nothing but we just need to check our SQL server agent is working, SQL server database engine is working or not, SQL server browser is working or not. We need to check that. Okay, and we need to check the startup type is what. Okay, and then we have a database engine configuration. In this we'll have we need to set the authentication mode. So we'll have two types, here Windows authentication mode and mixed mode authentication. So we need to set the authentication mode here, and then we have to set the data directories, and then temp database configuration. After completing all the steps, we'll install that, and after installation also we'll have some configuration like that is pre-install post installation steps. So that will be, I'll tell you that steps also after completing. Okay, so let's start the installation process. Okay, now I'll tell you how you can download the SSMS SQL Server from the browser. Okay, so open any browser. Now I'm using the Edge. Okay, in it, in this browser, enter uh, see, my requirement is I wanted to download 2019 version, so that's why I'm downloading 2019 version. If you want to download the latest version, you can download that one also. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to here. Click on this link, and here you can see. Just click on this download version, and the downloading process will be start. Okay. And another thing that we required is SSMS, that is a workbench. So to download that, type download SSMS 2019. Okay, uh, and then click on this link. Okay, after that a page will be open like this. So here go down, and if you see this download SSMS, so below this we have a link called download SQL Server Management System Studio. So download this SQL Server Management Studio. So it takes time because this management studio, this workbench is about 500 MB about. So it takes time. Uh, don't worry, I'll provide this link below the description. If you want, you can directly click on that and go to. Okay. Apart from that links, here you can see here I have downloaded two things. Okay, apart from that I'll provide this guide in the description. Okay, this guide here I have mentioned in detail about the installation and configuration. Okay, and steps along with the link. Okay, and apart from that, if you face any kind of issue during the installation, so I have mentioned that part also, like along with the problem, solution is mentioned here. Okay, you can check this installation guide and go through it. Okay, I'll provide this installation guide and the link to download that in description. Okay, go and check that. Now let's install this setup. So first we are going to install the SQL Server. So first select that and run as administrator. Okay, yes. It takes time. Okay, have patience. So as I told you, we need to select the installation type here. The basic installation is nothing but SQL Server database engine features with a default configuration, and custom means we can do customization. So now I'm selecting the custom here. Okay, yes, I'm selecting the custom. So select the custom, and then we need to specify the path. Like you can see here, C SQL Server. So here I'm taking a default path only. If you want to change the path, you can change, or else first do one thing: go to this PC and check your like what your storage. Okay, on which storage like on which part like on which portion the your system is free. install there only. Okay. Okay, here I'm selecting the default only. Okay, next, moving forward. So this will take about 1 minute. Okay. So this is the SQL Server Installation Center. Okay. Here you can see we have planning, installation, maintenance, tools, resource, advanced options. Okay. You can see this. Okay. Come to installation. Okay. After coming to installation, you need to select this new SQL Server standalone installation or add features to existing installation. Okay. You need to select this. After selecting this, an interface will be open like product key. So if you are using enterprise version or a paid version, you can directly come here, you can enter the product key. As of now, I'm using a free community version, so that's why I don't I'll just leave it as it is and move to next. Okay, here you have to accept the terms and conditions. Okay, and go to next. After that, here the installation setup files will be installed first. So this will take about 1 to 2 minutes here. So currently the scan for the product update, it it is completed, and this set of files is script, and extract set of files is also script. So now it's looking for install set of files. Okay. Normally it's take time, so have patience, because if you skip any one installation step, then the whole process will goes wrong. I don't know, usually don't take this much time, but why it's taking this, I don't know now. Usually don't take this much time to install anything. It's still loading, so that's why I don't want to take any risk. If I can stop this process and uh, do anything also, but if I start, yeah, now it is completed. So you can see in installation rules, so like everything is passed. Okay, now we need to go to next. Here we have to select the feature selection here only. Okay, so in feature selection, we need to select the features that we wanted to install. Okay, first select the database engine service. Okay, and then select the SQL Server. Okay, application, and then data quality service. Okay, go down slowly, a bit slowly. Here you have to select the two things like data quality client and client tool connectivity. Go down a bit, and then you need to select the client tools backwards compatibility, and then client tools SDK. Okay, so after that, a bit down, if you found this SQL client connectivity SDK, so select that one also. Okay, these are the things that are required. Okay, you have to select the database engine service. In that, select SQL Server replication, and then data quality service. After that, go down a bit, and then select that data quality client data, like, okay, and client tool connectivity. Okay, then next, client tools backward compatibility, and then client tools SDK, then this SQL client connectivity SDK. Okay, after that, go next. Here, after this slide, instance configuration slide will be open. Okay, here you have to specify your like there will be two things like named instance and default instance. Okay, here you have to specify the name instance, and in that you have to specify your name that is there in your system. Like if you see currently my username is admin, so I'm specifying that only here. Okay, ad, oh, sorry. Okay, once again I'm saying that your in instance configuration you have to select name instance, and then in name instance like what you have to specify is like whatever the name of your user that you have to specify. Okay, okay, and then go down instance ID. In instance ID also it will take defaultly that what you have specified in the name instance. Okay, and then select next. After that, we have to go to server configuration. In server configuration, we'll do nothing, but we just have to see whether like the service is provided or not. Like we have to check like this service like SQL Server agent, and its startup type, it's manual. Okay, and this SQL Server database engine, its setup type automatic. SQL Server browser and its setup type. Okay, after checking that, we have to go to next, and in next the database configuration, database engine configuration will be open. Okay, here what we have to do, we have to authentication, we have to provide the authentication, and here you can see Windows authentication mode is there and mix mode is there. So select the mix mode. Okay, if you select the mix mode, you can see that SQL Server authentication and Windows authentication. So after selecting the mix mode, what here you can see that specify the password for SQL Server administrator of SA account, which means like the SQL Server will defaultly taking the SA as a username. For that user, we need to specify the password. Okay, you just specify the password here. I'm just specifying my password. So the DB user is defaultly taken as SA. SA user is defaultly taken. For that SA user, we are providing here the password. Okay, after providing the password, coming here down, you can see that specify SQL Server administrator. So here I'm for administrator, I'm specifying the current user itself, like this user itself I'm providing the administrator. So for that, you just click add current user. So you can see my desktop is taken defaultly my desktop is taken. Okay, then after that, we see the installation, like configuration process is completed. So we need to install this. Okay, so this installation maybe take about 2 to 3 minutes or else more than that. Just wait. Okay, after this installation, we need to configure that. Before that, we have to open SQL Server and we need to set up the IP what should I have to say, like we need to set up the what should, like TCP dynamic ports. Okay, just wait. After completion, I'll tell you that process. So you can see here that whatever the steps we have performed earlierly, so all that steps are completed and currently we are in the installation process. Okay, after that, after the completion, we need to do the configuration part. Okay, and after the configuration, we need to install the SQL Server Management Studio, that is a dashboard. Sorry, dashboard, or it's a kind of workbench. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now successfully we have installed the SQL Server 2019. Okay. After that we need configuration. We have to do the configuration. So first close this, and it is completed. So close this. So then now just go to in the session SQL configuration manager on this. Here after that, like first go to SQL Server network configuration. In that select the protocol for admin. Okay, in that go to this TCP or IP. Okay, in that go to IP address. Okay, in the IP address just check everything. Okay, in the IP address, if you see that TCP dynamic ports, defaultly it will be 0, so you have to give it as 1433. Okay, just apply. Okay, so this configuration is completed. Okay, now we need to install the workbench. Sorry for top. So here we like as I told you how to install the SSMS also. So from that only install this. Just open this application, and so you can see requires a restart requires in order to complete the setup, and this computer needs to be restarted before the setup. Okay, so my system requires a restart, so I'll do my restart process and install this. Okay, again I'll just show you. Yeah, hi guys. So I have completed my restart process. So again, I'm installing this SSMS. Like this is SQL Server Management Studio now. So here also we need to specify the location. If you want to change the location path, you can change that, or else you can directly install that. Okay. So I'm selecting this is only. So here I'm installing this. So after completion of this installation process, we need to like set up the like what we have to say. We need to set up the like user interface. Like rather than explaining, I'll just show you. Once it is completed, I'll just show you. So like you can see here, after the installation process, it requires a restart of your system. Okay, so I'll just restart and tell you the next process. Okay, I'll just come in next. So hi all, just now I've restarted my system. So now I'll tell you the last step, that is main important step. So you have to open the SSMS, type SSMS. Okay, here mm, if you want to connect your database, you need to first check. So here you have to see that like the server type has to be database engine. Okay, and the server name is nothing but your desktop. This is the desktop ID that I have set at it. Okay, slash admin is nothing but the user ID. Okay, like username. This desktop is nothing but, I'll just show you. So this is what, okay, here slash admin is nothing but the username. Okay, and as I told you, SQL Server authentication we have set. Okay, so that's why the login, the username will automatically, as I told you during the installation and configuration process, the username will automatically sets as SA only. So for that SA user, we have set one password. So type that password here. Okay, when you type and connect, so now your database, like now this is your server is updated. Okay, so this is the process of installation and configuration. Like here you can see the database, or like the system database, or your modules. Here you can see everything. This is Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio, this one. Okay. So like as I told you earlier also, I have an exciting announcement. Like once we reach 500 subscribers, I'll share a comprehensive guide. Along with this guide, I'll tell you a detailed video on installation and configuration of InforLN. So to help me to reach these milestone, please do subscribe and share this video with your friends and or any other like who might benefit from this. And I have many more exciting topics planned, and your support will help me to bring even more valuable content. Okay, so please do subscribe and share this video. Okay, now let's move to the Q&A session. If you have any questions about what we have covered, feel free to ask. I'll do my best to answer your questions and provide more insights. Thank you for joining today's session on InforLearning. I hope you found this information very useful and insightful. If you enjoyed this, if you enjoyed this video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more content on InforLN and more other ERP solutions. And also feel free to leave your comments and suggestions for the future topics. So once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye guys.